What's up, everybody? It's DC the Analyst, back to you with another video. Now, as you know, I know I'm very late on reporting this, and I told everybody that this was going to be a future video idea. But as everybody knows, Coach O has returned to LSU as a special assistant. Now, I'm going to just start off and say this. I think this is an amazing move for LSU. Not only does Coach O know the culture well, he's also a great recruiter. He got in Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and so many more just to just put them out there. But man, I love the move. I think it's going to make LSU feared again, make LSU have some swagger. I mean, I feel like that's something LSU's been, lacking, and they've been lacking a lot of swagger. And so hopefully Coach O coming back will kind of bring back that classic LSU that we all remember in the late 2010s. Also, not to mention the amount of transfers LSU has already gotten in. They got the #1 recruiting class this offseason. They got the #1 tackle prospect in Jordan Seaton. He looks amazing in spring practice, as well as the #1 quarterback in the portal as well. And Sam Levitt got to look at him a little bit, see where he can improve at. But obviously, very high expectations for Sam Levitt as well as a lot of receivers that LSU brought in. I believe Nick Marsh was one of those guys, a star transfer from Michigan State. So very excited to see what he can do. But there is very high expectations in year one for Lane Kiffin. And to kind of settle those expectations, bringing in Coach O, trying to build a culture in LSU is, I think, one of the things that's going to make LSU elite in 2026. Now, we do have to see these results be put onto the field,
and run the
but
ball.
God knows that
game?
LSU, they're bound to do something in the SEC. Their toughest games are going to come against Ole Miss. Obvious reasons, bloodbath. Yeah, I don't have to explain to you the situation between Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss, and LSU. That's going to be a fun one in week 3. They're taking on Texas later in the season, November 14th in Death Valley. Obviously going to be a great one, seeing Arch Manning, possibly one of the best quarterbacks in college football to some, not to me. Still has a lot to improve on. And they're going to take on Alabama and sophomore Keelan Russell, see what he can do. I'm a very big fan of Keelan Russell, even though he plays for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So we will see what happens there on, I believe, November 7th. Yeah, November 7th. Always should be a decent game. But the main question is, can LSU's transfers translate not only in the offseason, but to the regular season where it matters most? Can we see a really good offense? I think we should, with Charlie Weiss Jr. being the offensive coordinator, calling the shots, and Lane Kiffin managing it all. So very excited for that. And again, I believe, I already forgot the name of our defensive coordinator, but obviously he's a really good defensive coordinator. They kept him around. They were kind of, upset. They were going to be upset if he left elsewhere because he was offered the Tulane job. But very excited for this upcoming season, especially with the Coach O hire. Pretty much his position is he's a special assistant / recruiter. He's getting some decent money, about $100K. And basically he's just promoting the brand of LSU out there, bringing in recruits, kind of a recruiting coordinator. But he's not going to really have an on-field role. He's going to be behind the scenes. And as everybody knows, the behind-scenes people make it happen more. Like the people that are out there, yes, they get it done. You see it. But the people behind the scenes are really the ones that put the work in and get everything going into a flow. So I'm a very ecstatic LSU fan. I wasn't before Coach O came in, but obviously a great hire by Lane Kiffin, so I got to give him credits for that. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. This is DC the Analyst reporting this news. I know I'm a few weeks late, whatever, but I kind of wanted to gather my thoughts up and what I was going to say. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Go Tigers! 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 Go Tigers!